Morning, friends, and welcome to this morning's broadcast of your Monday Morning Espresso Shot. I hope everyone's doing well. Let us begin as we always do by placing our awareness in the area of the heart. This is where we begin, always with our hearts first. So let us take these slow, deep, gentle breaths and just experiencing them flowing in and out of our hearts, breathing a little slower, a little gentler than we normally would. If it helps, you can put your hand on your heart and just imagine the breaths are flowing in and out of your heart. You'll be breathing through your nose or your mouth, but that's okay. It's your imagination or the way you feel is very important. You want to be very present. And the best way to become present is to just focus on the heart. Take these breaths symmetrically. If you take 5 seconds to breathe in, take 5 seconds to breathe out. Don't stop at the top or the bottom. Just continue to breathe and allow it to flow naturally. Slow, deep, gentle breaths and experiencing them flowing in and out of your heart. Breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. And if you can, see if you can imagine these breaths flowing right down to your root chakra from your heart. And as you exhale, imagine them flowing up from your root chakra out through your heart and beyond. Now, open your eyes if they were closed. Just bring yourself back to this moment for the next segment of today's program, and that is to unblock your intuition. Now, I know that, I come across this all the time, when we see people who have strong intuition, and I'm not talking about psychics per se, although they do have a talent, of course, an ability. I'm talking about you and I, everyday individuals, people who are walking through life and they're wondering, whether they should make a decision here or a decision there. And so I guess the important part here is, what is it that allows you to make those decisions and be be comfortable in the decisions you make. So what is it that allows you to be comfortable in the decisions you make? And how do you know whether you're making, making a right decision or not? So today is all about that. Today is all about allowing yourself to step out of your own way, and that's the key. So let us unpack this in the next few minutes that we have. Excuse me. So the first thing is, many of us, and I know many of you, have had this experience in the past. You're in the shower, and all of a sudden you're getting some amazing ideas, or you're walking in nature and you're having these brilliant ideas, brilliant notions that are coming up, and you always wonder why these are coming up when you least expect it. The reason why they're coming up when you least expect it is because that's when you're out of your own way. That's when you're trying not to control a situation. Often we're going to try very hard to focus on a problem that we are experiencing, and all we can come up with are solutions that we have tried in the past and have failed, because we are in the moment not able to think beyond those solutions. So how do we do that? How do we get out of the way so we allow the wisdom to come in? Let's imagine that you have a bucket of water that's filled up completely, and you're trying to figure out how to add more water into the bucket, but you can't because the bucket of water is already full. Well, your ideas, your brain, your thoughts are like like water that's full in this body, and there's no more information that can come in. So the only way for you to experience a quick intuitive hit is because the water that's filled up in your body is from your own thoughts, your own worries, your own issues. Most of the time we're always worrywarts. That's what we do. That's our job. Unfortunately, we worry about everything. And so the idea here is for us to empty out the worries, empty out the stuff that is holding us down into that place of sadness, and get that out of the way, and then be open, completely open, and don't allow those thoughts to come in. And the practice to do that is what we're doing here, for 5 minutes in the beginning, and now we're going to actually add a little bit of gratitude in the process, so we can take another 5 minutes and completely focus. And that's why I mentioned earlier today, I said, let's focus on the heart. We want to be present. If our thoughts wander, it's not if, it's when our thoughts wander, bring them back to the heart. Because at this very moment in time, the things that you're worried about are not happening. Maybe they'll happen in the future, maybe they'll not happen, but you're worried about it nonetheless. So we want to get into that state of us being in the present, where we know we're safe right now in this moment, and then open our senses up to receive. So let us practice this in the next few minutes that we have, the 5 minutes that we have, in getting, perhaps stepping out of our own way would be the way to do it. Let's try stepping out of our own way in this 5-minute segment, and then see what kind of epiphanies we get from the universe. And I know there's a lot of worry in our heads. We're humans, we get that, I get that, you get that, everybody gets that. But this practice, this 5-minute practice, will allow you to get that worry out of the way. Okay, so let us begin now in this particular practice to place our awareness in the area of the heart. Now in this, if you want, you can close your eyes, of course. But when you go throughout the day and you experience life, you want to keep your eyes open, obviously, but you also want to do this breathing technique while you're engaging life. But for now, practice with your eyes closed if that helps. So let us begin where we started before, by placing our awareness in the area of the heart. And as you place that awareness in the area of the heart, you take your slow, deep, gentle breaths, and just imagine these breaths are flowing into your heart. And when you exhale, imagine they're exhaling from your heart. This way, you'll always maintain awareness in the heart, which is now your present moment. And as you do this, experience joy and appreciation and gratitude. Find something to be happy about. Find something that you can say, I'm really thankful for this, or I'm really thankful for that. Find something in your life that allows you to experience appreciation, gratitude, and then just imagine and experience the feelings associated with that gratitude. The more intense those feelings are, the more you will be able to open up and allow more intuition to come in. Let us practice this for the next 5 minutes. Slow, deep, gentle breaths, experiencing them flowing in and out of your heart, breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would, and experiencing gratitude, appreciation, intensely feeling those emotions. Ask your body, ask your body to allow you to experience more intense emotions of gratitude and appreciation. As you raise that vibration and you feel more intensely gratitude and appreciation, and all it does is it's just practice. So be patient if it doesn't come, but have that intention to actually experience more emotion. And then just be open. There should be no thoughts coming through your head. Try your best to just be open to receiving information. It's almost like you're listening to a concert, beautiful music coming in, and you're so mesmerized by the music that all you're doing is just taking it in. That is the process of becoming more intuitive, is the process of taking it in this place of silence that you have. Try that. Now gently open your eyes if you had them closed. Keep taking the breaths the way you have taken them. I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't take these breaths nice and slow and gentle, and as you engage life. So I'm ready to take any questions or comments that you may have. Feel free to type those in, of course. And while you're typing those in, just wanted to let our Ignite members know that the 4-part series replay of Freeing Yourself from Limiting Beliefs is now ready and ready for your 24/7 access whenever you want it. This is where we took all the participants who join me live and also those who are doing the replay on how to identify limiting beliefs, how to uncover them, and how to replace those limiting beliefs and reprogram your body. And so it's a 4-part program, which allows you 2 weeks in between each session to do some exercises and practices. All right. I'm also, if you're in Calgary, I happen to be in the Calgary area in October, I'll be presenting 2 programs, 2 topics for this particular event. And I'll let you know more about when the tickets go on sale. I believe they're going to go on sale in a week or so, but you can always go to this particular website to see what the different speakers and lineups are. Might be something you may want to attend. A friend of mine, she's written a book about fairies, and a beautiful book for children. And she goes to schools wearing a fairy outfit, and she reads books to children. She's doing a Wild About Nature challenge, and this is for the women. So if you want to give her a shout at that email address, please do. She's a very good friend of mine and wonderful person. Of course, my teaching partner, Dr. Amber Wolf, along with Lee Carroll, are doing for women again, a shamanic initiation program in Mount Shasta. They're also doing it live broadcast. So there's information there if you want that information. Also, if you are subscribed to my email, you'll get links to all of these things, okay? And if I can be of service, I'm happy to provide you some life coaching to help you step out of your own way, help you become more intuitive, because I had to go through that journey myself. All right. So now time for any questions or reflections. I'll just look at, there's some comments coming through already. So I'm going to look at those comments here now. Cynthia, good morning. Love the cup of coffee icon there. Thank you so much. Good morning to you too. Kaz, thank you so much for joining us today. Good morning to you as well. I don't know who I is, but that's how is this different to heart math, Shamir? Thank you. It's no different than heart math. Heart math actually, very interestingly enough, heart math is the foundation upon which you build all the other practices. So the practices that I teach are heart math foundations. Now, the heart math is very scientific. That means that they have a certain protocol. And the certain protocol says that you will not cross this boundary. So when you place your awareness in the area of the heart and you take the slow, deep breaths, and they say it's a 10-second protocol. Take 5 seconds of breath in, 5 seconds of breath out. And basically that's your heart focused breathing technique. What I do is I expand upon that. So I use heart math as a foundation because it's got evidence pointing to the fact that it can balance your autonomic nervous system. And that body of literature is out there. And so I use that body of literature and build upon that. So heart math is a foundation, but I don't stop there. And neither should anybody using heart math. Even heart math folks are doing something beyond that. So it's a foundation. And then, when I say breathe down to your root chakra, which is, at your perineum, that's not a heart math protocol. They have not studied it. I mean, they could, but they have not studied to see where that is. So they will not publish about that. And then once in a while, depending on how often you've been in my program, we imagine these breaths going all the way down to the earth center. So I'm using some shamanic teachings, some teachings from other mystics, things like that, and I bring it together. So heart math is one of the core foundations of the practice. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess I is Dill. Dill, thank you. Hope everything's going okay in UK. Thank you so much for joining me today. Cynthia says, have a wonderful week, everyone. Have a wonderful namaste to you too, Cynthia. And Roxanne, wonderful. Thank you for joining us today. All right. No more questions coming through. I appreciate your participation. I look forward to another topic next week. So for now, take care. Bye-bye.